Hello everyone, this is Divya Madhukar from Trend Brand Preschool in association with International Montessori Teacher Training Institute. Welcome back to our channel. Today in this video we will be looking into a sensorial Montessori material called as Pink Tower. Take a look at the image. This is called Pink Tower. It's a traditional piece of Montessori's visual work that we use it in our sensorial curriculum. Now this material comes with 10 pink wooden cubes which ranges in different dimensions and sizes. The smallest ranging from 1 centimeter cube till the biggest cube of 10 centimeter. We introduce this to younger children like say 3 years of age in our class. How do we present this? So first we have to invite the child and tell them that this is Pink Tower and slowly show them how to build the tower and how to dismantle the tower. So let's begin. Take a look at the first image. Now this is where you hold or you show the child how to carry the topmost cube, which is the tiniest one or the smallest cube, by gripping from the above top edges, just like this. You need to use two of your fingers with the help of your thumb and you just grab the top tiny cube, and then you get back to your position and place it on your mat wherever you have displaced it. And slowly when you start moving the cubes from one to another, if you're reaching the mid of the cube level, this is where you start placing your left hand flat under the cube and carry out the cube at your waist level and you get back. So what you do is by using these two hand movements, you start bringing the cubes one after the other slowly and gently to your mat wherever you have placed your working mat. So once we finish this, we also help the child to construct it. So one above the other, the child will have to place the cubes in a sequential order and they start building it. And later once they build it, we also teach them to dismantle it. So first you dismantle it and then you start building a tower accordingly. We can present some of the conceptions like introduction of big and small and large and small to our children. So what we need to do is we have to first begin with a 3-period lesson before we introduce the concept to our child. So you could randomly pick any two cubes of different sizes. So you could see I have picked two cubes over there. One says it's big and the other one says it is small. So we just have to place our hand on the cube while introducing these. Say suppose if I am putting my hand on the big cube, I say this is big, and then I put my hand on my small one and I say this is small. So this is how you start introducing the concept of big and small to the child. We repeat this n number of times unless and until the child understands the concept of which is a big cube and which is a small cube. So you could randomly pick any of these two cubes from our Pink Tower. So once we learn about the concept of introduction of big and small, is what we move on next is to introduce grading to our children. The positive degree, when we have two positives like this is big and this is small, we call them as positive. And slowly we start bringing in more cubes and we start comparing them. So when we begin with the second degree, we call them as comparative degree. So that is where you also introduce certain other languages like this is big, this is bigger, this is small and this is smaller. The child will get enough visual discrimination to visually categorize or visually separate the objects and understand about their sizes and dimensions. You could see the second image which says about bigger, big, small and smaller. So this is our second degree that we teach to children. Once the child is comfortable learning about this, we move to the third degree of comparison, which we call it as superlative. That is where we introduce language like biggest cube, which is the bigger cube, which is the big cube, which is small, which is smaller and smallest. Now these are very essentials for us to introduce the concept of visual discrimination, so the child can actually pick up any cube and start comparing, so that's more important. So this is also one of the foundational level in our mathematics lessons also. So the child has learned the concept to grade each of the cube gradually. So they have graded till 6. Now what's more important is they can pull in the other 4 cubes, start to compare where can exactly the other cube fit in, and that becomes more easier for them to build the tower one above the other. no such lessons goes without an error, so for always, for a beginner, it's more difficult to get it correct at the first time itself. So this is where the child can go wrong, and this is what we call as control of error. That means the control of error lies within the child being able to discriminate the dimensions. Take a look at the image over there. Look at the way that the child has stacked. Can you see that the sizes are not being appropriately stacked upon? So we could see a smaller cube which is being stacked on a larger one, or the larger one stacked on a smaller one. So there's a visual harmony there which helps us to identify that this is not correct and we have to build it in the right way. So do this n number of times until you get it correct. Practice makes it more perfect. I hope this video has given you enough information about the usage of the pink tower in your classrooms. So thank you so much. So let your child build the tower individually as was shown in the demonstration. For the complete demonstration, join a diploma program in Montessori right at the TBPS Center in association with International Montessori Teacher Training Institute. If you need further information, do not hesitate to give me a call or write me an email on trainbrain.education@gmail.com. Till then, see you.